Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and I'm finally profiling my crystal beasts. This has been the most highly requested deck profile to do. So you guys wanted it, you got it. I just wanted to show off all the new cards, or at least the new cards that I'm playing. And I did that, and now I'm going to profile this. Right, let's begin. So, starting things off, I'm of course playing 3 copies of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. That's very standard, and then I play 2 of all the others, which I think is the right ratio. So, oops, if I can get it neat. Amber Mammoth, Topaz Tiger, Cobalt Eagle, Amethyst Cat, Emerald Tortoise, Ruby Carbuncle, and 2 copies of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. It's funny because this came out in Ghosts from the Past 2, and I picked these up soon after that came out, and then it gets reprinted in the structure deck in the same rarity. That's quite funny. I'll go over what all the new cards do, or the newer ones, including Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. I'm sure everyone will know what it does by now, but if you don't, I'll explain. So, if a face-up card is destroyed... Oh, sorry, well, it has the same effect as all the other Crystal Beasts, where if this face-up card is destroyed in the monster zone, you can place it in your face-up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell instead of sending it to the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon once per turn. When an attack is declared involving a Crystal Beast monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card, treat it as a continuous spell, to special summon a level 4 or lower Crystal Beast monster from your deck, but negate its effects, and if you do, add 1 ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand. And then, of course, the last monster I play is one of my favourite dragons of all time. 2 copies of Rainbow Dragon, like, we all know him. Or her. And that's it for the monsters. I don't play any of the pendulums because I'm not too sure about it. I mean, one of them does take up a normal summon, which is kind of a problem. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. On with the spells. So for the spells, I'm playing 2 copies of Awakening of the Crystal Crystal Ultimates, sorry. One of the new cards. So I reveal an ultimate crystal monster in my hand and activate one of these effects. But if I control an ultimate crystal monster, I can activate 1 or 2 of these effects in sequence instead of revealing. I can either take Rainbow Bridge or 1 Rainbow Refraction from my deck and either add it to my hand or send it to the graveyard. I can't think why you'd send it to the graveyard though. Or you special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, graveyard or spell and trap zone. And of course its activation is a hard once per turn. And then speaking of Rainbow Bridge, 3 copies of that to search all the crystal spells and traps, and I can play as many as I want. Then 1 copy of Abundance. I don't think they play it now, but I still like to have it on hand, just to clear the field. I did run 2 for a bit. Well, for the longest time, but I needed room for the new cards. And Crystal Beacon, which has been dropped down to 1 as well. Same with Blessing, And then of course your searcher for the crystal beasts, 3 copies of Crystal Bond, then 1 promise and 1 rare value. Yeah, I would still play 2, but I needed room for other things. Then 1 Ancient City Rainbow Ruins for the same reason. Yeah, it seems that other Crystal Beast decks don't play Ancient Ruins or Abundance or I think Rare Value anymore, but I still like to have them on hand. And the Lost Spell in the deck is another of the new cards. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. So this has 3 different effects. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Crystal Beast monster in addition to your normal summon or set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. You can only use each of the following effects of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 Crystal Beast card you control or in your hand, and if you do, add a crystal spell or trap from your deck to your hand. But here's the best part, you guys. If a Crystal Beast card or cards is placed in my spell and trap zone, even during the damage step, I can target a card the opponent controls and return both that card and this card to the hand. So that's a really good form of removal. Yeah, it's definitely a must-have in the deck for sure. I was originally going to play 2, but after realising how good it actually is, I feel like this is a free of. I don't play the spell that destroys a Crystal Beast and gets you a Crystal Beast token though. I tried it, but wasn't too sure how helpful it was, so I just went for extra copies of the better stuff, basically. And on with the traps, because despite the gimmick of the deck, I do play a few traps now, one of which is Crystal Boon. Some other Crystal Beast decks don't play it, but I kinda like it and wanted to give it a shot. Basically, this lets me special summon up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters from the spell and trap zone, and if I do, I gain life points equal to their combined original attack points. And also, if a Crystal Beast card is placed in the spell and trap zone while this card is in my graveyard, even during the damage step, I can banish this card and excavate the top card of my deck, and if it's a Crystal Beast monster, I can either add it to my hand or special summon it, otherwise it gets sent to the graveyard. Then Ultimate Crystal Magic, that's what's needed to bring out Rainbow Overdragon, and finally Crystal Miracle, which is Infernity Barrier and Imperial Tomb of Necro Valley, but for Crystal Beasts. Quite simply, when a spell, trap or monster effect is activated, I destroy a Crystal Beast card I control, and if I do, I negate the activation and destroy it. Also, if a Crystal Beast card is placed in the spell and trap zone while this is in the graveyard, even during the damage step, I can banish this card and place a Crystal Beast monster from my hand, deck or graveyard face up in the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. So yeah, it's pretty much Sapphire Pegasus in trap form, hence why he's on the card. And that's it for the main deck. On with the extra deck, which has changed a little bit, but not that much. And I'm playing 2 copies of Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. Ultimate Crystal Dragon. Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. There we go. We got there in the end. This is the brand new boss monster for them. It's fairly simple to bring out. The materials are an ultimate crystal monster and 7 crystal beast monsters. And it says, must be special summoned from the extra deck. During a duel you special summoned an ultimate crystal monster by banishing the above monsters from my field and graveyard. And while 7 or more crystal beast monsters with different names are banished, this card gains 7,000 attack points. And if this card has not battled this turn, quick effect, I can tribute this card and shuffle as many cards on the field as possible into the deck. And if I do, special summon any number of my banished crystal beast monsters. So it's basically a better version of the original fusion monster, basically. Now, one theoretically is all you need, but you never know. The summon could get negated, which would be awful. Usually, if this comes out, it should be game over. I mean, yeah, you could say it's an OTK card, but and while I am against OTK strategies, at the same time, if I see an opportunity to win the duel, I'll take it. You know, there's a big difference between the two of them. Then, of course, I'm still playing 2 copies of Rainbow Dragon Overdrive, just in case. One I can fusion summon properly, another I can just summon by tributing Rainbow Dragon if need be. And then the rest of it is mostly generic exceses. Still got the Utopia package, Lightning and Normal Utopia, Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon, my original copy, which I was playing in my Dark Magician deck for a while, but because I don't play any level 4s in my Dark Magician deck, well, apart from Keeper of Dragon Magic, I thought I'd put it in this one. Then Honor Rock, Castell, Heartland Draco, Diamond Direwolf, Lightning Chidori, Breaksword, Grampulse, and finally Levier. Yeah, I don't have any link monsters. I feel like I should play some in here, but I don't have any generic links going spare right now, otherwise I would play them. But there hasn't really been a lot of situations where I needed them, especially since you don't really use the extra deck that much, well, except for going into the fusions. But you know, all these Xyz monsters have always been there for many years, just in case I do need them. So yeah, that is it for the Crystal Beast deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's definitely a very fun deck to play, and my favourite GX archetype that is not a hero archetype. Although I'm a big fan of all the hero archetypes, Crystal Beasts make a nice change regarding some GX love. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Richician YouTube channel.